Hello, Home Talk, and happy Halloween. I'm Paula Blankenship, and I am the Creative Director with Heirloom Traditions Paint, and we are going to share with you how to repair a cat scratch on your leather or vinyl furniture tonight. We have a couple of products that we're going to be talking about. The first thing that we're going to talk about is our product called Finish All. We're going to be using a color called Burlap along with a couple of other little nifty tricks that we want to show you right here tonight. And without further waiting, I'm going to get right into it and show you exactly how to repair a damage on your leather. These chairs that we're looking at here, I want to show you two. I want to show you an example of one that I worked on earlier, next here, and I'll post some of the before pictures of this. There's literally holes in this. This was not a leather, this was a vinyl. So this one was not a great quality. I have a cat that has rear claws, and this is where he climbs up and sits. So he's really putting his claws into that. He had taken big chunks, literally big holes this big, and the black fabric was showing through. I cleared that with this product that I found online, and I don't see my jar. What happened to it? Anyway, I will share with you what we're going to use right now. We're going to get into painting over the clear coat, and we'll post the link to the clear coat product that we used. It's something that is designed, it's called Flex-All. If you saw me use it before, I used it in a spray, but this time I brushed it on. It's the product that you can buy at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a flexible rubber material. You see it on television. I picked up a can of it in a clear today. It has a white tinge to it, so you can kind of see that on here. I did half of the chair so you can see what it looks like, and then the other half I'm going to show you what I did. First off, I'm going to brush on a coat just so you can see what this color burlap is going to look like on this chair. Now, just to give you a little heads up, we have already prepped this chair. It was torn all to pieces too. And you can see there's some rough spots in this chair. And I also want to show you something else that you can do, getting ahead of myself, is you can sand. After you put onto the clear coat, you see these pieces that are sticking up. I just went in here and sanded them and kind of knocked them down after I put on my Flex-All product. So go in there, sand them away, trim them, cut them back as much as you possibly can, and then put on another coat of the Flex-All product. Just keep on coating it until you get it. Now, you can see right here that there's still some little divots and so on in this. I'm going to create a bomber jacket or antique looking leather finish, and I'm going to show you how I did that in just a moment, but this is our base coat. I'm going to sand back some of these pieces lightly. I would use a sanding block rather than sanding paper. That way you get a good flat surface. I would use one of these guys here just to keep it nice and level without eating into it. But you can still take off any of the rough spots. Now, once you have a satisfactory looking flat surface, the Finish All product will fill in some of those little dings. It won't fill in anything huge is the problem. So that's why you need to use the Flex-All product. It will give you a lot of mils of coverage pretty quickly, even though it'll take a few coats depending on the damage that you have. So sand away, put on the Flex-All, and then use our product, Finish All, to start getting your color back to your piece. Once you've achieved that, then you can be done, basically. But I'm going to show you how to take this a little further and make it look like it originally looked, which was, again, a bomber jacket looking finish, like an old leather coat. So it was a pretty cool color. Anyway, I don't want to paint on this too much because this is what I want to show you how I'm going to finish. And what I'm going to use tonight is our product called Relove. So basically, I couldn't use Relove on the vinyl chair because this product doesn't work well on vinyls. It works on leather only, and I'll show you a cat repair on a real leather chair too. But right now, just talking about this product don't go on to vinyl. But once you put on the Flex-All product, then you can put on this over the top of it and it dries fine. But anyway, that's how we're going to do that. We're going to kind of trick our way into making this work. So what I want to do is I want to show you with a sea sponge how I'm going to layer this color. What I'm going to do, I'm using our color here. It's a gorgeous color called Mahogany. And what I want to do is brush on with a throwaway brush. I don't worry about cleaning this. I'm going to start layering on some of this color right on to my dried area. I don't have a good dried area right now. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'll take this area that's dry here. I'm just going to brush on this product. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to the wet areas and I'm just going to kind of stipple this finish. I'm going to allow some of that color to show through. This is going to take a couple of coats, but once we have that coat on, we'll still see some of that light background color coming through. So you're going to get this effect. Now you can use any color as your base in Finish All products to get that base coat and then go over it. And using a little sea sponge, you can use any kind of a sponge, but the sea sponge will give you a non-pattern repeat. So it's going to help you get that layered look. Still got a little wet coming through here. This takes very little product. You can go in right over the nail heads. I painted right over the nail heads because I'm going to finish them just exactly like they were. And I'm going to put a couple of coats again on this to build up the color. So I don't want it to be solid. I want it to be a mottled finish. We have 3 colors in Relove available. So if you want to do something like this on your piece, we have a chestnut brown, an ebony, which is black, and a mahogany color. So you can get any shade you want depending on your base and depending what color you go over it with. Now, I want to show you something here on this chair. Now, this guy has still got, because it was literally, this thing was so full of holes. It was just horrible. I'm going to show you a little bit about how we're going to go in here and sand off even some of this, and I'm going to put on some more of the Relove over this. This was a whole missing piece. You can see when I sand that, you can kind of see that outline come back. But this is stretchable, and it's not going to come, it's not going to crack. The Finish All is stretchy as well as the Flex Seal product. So it's allowing us to fix those torn and ripped areas. You really won't believe the look of this chair when I show you how damaged this was. Seriously, it had a hole in it here, a huge hole in the back. And I know I could have easily recovered these chairs, but the problem was all of this nail head and this detail, going in and replacing that, building this band, and trying to recreate all that, it's a little time consuming. It was not just a staple operation because there's no bottom in this chair. So it was all put on, and then this nail head trim was put on over that as a decorative element to hide all the staples. So a little more entailed than just putting a staple gun operation. So I chose to do it this way. So now, after I've sanded that and got it a little smoother, I'm just going to go in here, brush on the product, stain back basically what I just kind of knocked off. And I'm going to go in there and do my little modeling so it doesn't look like I brushed it or ragged it on. Just give us a little bit of a texture back, visual texture back, which will camouflage some of the little divots and so on that are not perfect. I hope that's given you a good view. It also has a great sheen once it's finished. The Relove product really looks like an antique leather when it dries. So you don't get a painted look. You really get the old original leather color back. Now, I will probably go over this one more time, and I'm going to use the walnut, the brown, because I wanted that little bit of red to come through because the leather in this room has some red undertones in it, and I wanted it to really sit well with those. So I didn't want to make these chairs chocolate brown. I wanted to give them a little bit of life. So I'm putting this red on as my base. My base started off with the burlap, just like I showed you this chair. That's what these light colors are coming through. So I started off exactly like I did over here. So these are going to match when we're done. Tonight, if you're interested in purchasing Finish All, you can do that. Right now, Melissa will be posting the links if you want to get some Finish All products and see for yourself how great these products work on fabric, on vinyl, on leather, you can do that tonight until 12 o'clock. They're 40% off tonight only. So it is a flash sale just for tonight. So if you're watching, hurry over. You just got a couple of hours. That's Eastern time. So we'll see what we get here. You just want to kind of smear around this product. It's not really about a coverage that you're getting. You kind of want a semi-transparent coverage. You can make it as heavy as you choose. It's kind of up to you. But I really don't want it heavy. I want it to show through and show the texture of this. Do you have any comments there, Craig? Anything you can read? We also have a giveaway.
Name brand?
The name brand, Heirloom Traditions. This is Heirloom Traditions paint products. We're talking about our product called Finish All that gave us the good base coat to go over the vinyl on the bottom of this chair. This chair was highly damaged. We used a product called Flex All. Is it Flex All? Flex All that's available at Home Depot and Lowe's. Also on television you can buy this product. We really repaired the chair with that product. It doesn't look pretty once it's on. It's kind of a plastic look. We used that product to give us a good coat to put the Finish All, our product, on top of. That allowed us to have stretch. That allowed us to get the coverage back over the bald and torn areas of this chair. Now we are faux finishing basically this chair and giving it a leather look using our product called Relove. Do you have another question?
Can you remind the people what colors we have?
There's 9 colors available in Finish All, and we'll post that. After this is over, we'll post the whole color card. You can visit our website at heirloomtraditionspaint.com. Again, we're having a sale, and that's going to be 40% off through 12 midnight tonight, Eastern time. So you still got a few hours if you're interested in buying any Finish All products. They work on leather, vinyl, and fabric, on smooth fabric, just so you know. And you can renew any fabric in your home simply by brushing on the product. It also works on wood and anything else that you feel like you want to paint. It paints virtually any surface. The difference in it in our all-in-one paint, people ask the question often, it has stretch and give. The all-in-one product does not. So got another question, Kelly?
Does it have an odor?
This product, Relove, does have an odor. It is a urethane, so it has a pretty intense smell. Finish All has 0 smell, so it's a water-based product. This product that's giving us this burgundy, it is only for leathers, but we're kind of using it in a hybrid motion here today. Since we put on the Finish All over the vinyl itself, now I'm putting Relove on top of that, and it's allowing us to do that. This product the Relove product is strictly for leather, and it doesn't work on vinyls. It won't dry well on vinyls. It kind of, they just don't go together. But this is allowing us, because we've coated it with our Finish All product, we're going on top of that now with the Relove. So we're getting a great look out of it. We're getting a semi-transparent look versus a solid painted look. So I'll finish the back of this later. I have an arm on a chair that I want to show you before we end our little session here tonight that has, again, some cat love, and I want to show you what that's looking like. And that is an arm here. If we can get our lights moved around a bit. And also we have a giveaway tonight. And that giveaway, the question, I hope Melissa is on here with us and posting that. But the question is, what would you paint with Finish All? Please post and let us know if you have something with cat damages. We'd love to see what you have and what you might want to do. We're going to be giving away a choice of color in the Finish All product. So be sure and post your answer tonight to that question. What would you paint with Finish All? So this arm of this chair, again, the cat jumps up here, and I've already sanded this back. I have coated this chair before, so this one already had Relove on it, but he's still not declawed, and never will be probably. So we just kind of deal with it, and I just kind of go back and put some more product on here when it starts looking bad. This really jumps up here. You see all the little damages and the little picks and the little burrs. So what you do is just take your product, the Relove product, and just brush it on and rag it off. So what we're going to do is just brush it right onto the stained area after I've sanded it. Just show you how easily this covers. And again, this can be as solid or as semi-transparent as you choose, just by how much you leave on, how much you remove. You could leave it this intense if you wanted. If you had like one of those mahogany chairs and you wanted it to be very intense, you could do that and just brush it on, but it will take some time to dry, just know that. This is a leather chair, so this one is different than what we were using earlier. You don't have to put any of the finish all underneath. So just rub it back. I just really want it to stain over the damage, because all I really want to do is camouflage the cat scratches, remove the little picked areas, and just rub it back. So you can see, now that will dry pretty quickly because there's not a lot of product left on there. And I just want to blend it in, don't want to do the whole chair, just want to really work on this arm. It's going to look a little red for the moment. This stool has a little damage or two. But I just use this product kind of as a way to keep it looking great, keep it looking fresh, and touch it up when I need to. I've also got a little cute table here that I bought at the yard sale somewhere. I want to show you that and what I'm going to do to that. This is a beautiful tool leather table. And before we end tonight, I just want to show you how this wonderful product renews and refreshes leather. I was so happy finding this table because it was really, really a beautiful piece of art. And look at what this product can do to renew this. Just work it right down into the leather tabletop. Someone has spent a ton of time on this table, I'm sure, without a doubt. But it is truly a find. So just want to brush it on, work it right down into all the little crevices. Something else you could do, if you wanted to antique this table, you could do that using our waxes. You could go back over it with wax and get back down in all the areas with the black, whatever you wanted to put over it, and give it some more depth and detail. Just want to show you how that really enhances the finish of that table really quickly. It's going to dry with a little bit of a sheen. So do we have any questions on there, Craig? Anything you need to ask? I'll just finish up this table as we finish out.
People are loving the table.
Great. I love it too. I think it's such a pretty piece. I've had it sitting behind stuff with a fern on it, believe it or not. I kind of dug it out tonight.
Cindy said you have the most soothing voice.
Oh, well, thank you. Somebody said I sound like Bob Ross, and I loved him. I love Bob Ross.
I think it was Shelley asked, can you do this on car seats?
You can do this on car seats, but make sure, Shelley, that you're not going to be driving it or needing to go in it just immediately. Do a thin coat. If you do it on the weekend where you can leave it open, remember this is pretty smelly, so it has to have time to kind of gas off and let all the VOCs go, and because this is not a low VOC product. Again, this is a urethane and smelly, so you can just throw this brush away.
Can you say the name of the product again and
it is Relove.
How people can buy it?
It is our product called Relove Leather Renew. Comes in 3 colors. It's available on our website at heirloomtraditionspaint.com. We have retailers that stock the product around the country. You can see our map and see them there. Or you can order them from us online. If you don't have someone in your area that you want to do business with, just take it right off. Again, you can put it over the wood too. If you wanted to just run it on down the legs, you can put it on that. It's basically a stain that has stretch. So that's kind of what it really truly is.
Hey, somebody said you're brave painting over carpet. Sometimes she doesn't do all that well with it.
Oh, come on.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. There's no stains on the
We've got
carpet.
some spots.
On this, you're so silly. You can tell we always, we get along great. I don't know that there's a spot. Where might that be?
You have to find it.
Have to find it. Oh, the truth be told. I have to go find the spot now. Oh, I meant to put something down and then I didn't, so I have to be
Will
really
it
careful.
cover over water spots?
Wow, it depends on if that's truly a water spot. Like if it were a water spot on this leather table, most likely, yes, it would. Try and clean that. Use acetone as a cleaner. We always suggest on the label it says use acetone as a cleaner, and the reason that is, especially if you bought something old, acetone will help loosen up any of the solvents that are on the surface of the leather, meaning someone may have put Armor All on the surface, silicones and that kind of thing. They may have put leather conditioners, anything with an oil or a balm or anything like that. Anyway, you want to take those off, and if you don't take them off, it's not the end of the world. It just will increase the drying time of the product. So this is going to activate the oils and the silicones that you've put onto the leather over the years. So if you don't know where something's from, just give it a good clean. Use a little acetone that you can pick up at the hardware store, rub it down, and then you know it's good and ready to accept this product. So again, we're using Relove. It's available in 3 colors. You can get it in chestnut brown, you can get it in mahogany, and the color that we're using are also in ebony. And you can repair cat scratches, you can repair and recolor things that have lost their color, such as your shoes, your jackets, your purses, anything. And you can leave it as intense as you like. If you want it to dull down and not be so shiny, you can just take your little rag and rub it back a little bit. That'll knock down some of that sheen. Also remove some of the product, but it will knock off some of that color too. And a little bit of the sheen. I don't want it to be shiny. I don't want it to look new, but anyway, we are having a sale tonight on Finish All. It will be until 12 o'clock tonight. You can log on to our website and receive 40% off on any of the Finish All products. There's 9 beautiful colors to choose from. Most of them are neutrals. There's one colorful color that is in this beautiful mintish green. This is a gorgeous color called Mason. So that's one of the fun colors that are available, but most of them are neutrals, grays, blacks, whites, and so on. But anyway, they are great to refresh your upholstery. They're great for leather, for vinyl. They don't have a reaction to any urethane products or any inexpensive vinyls. It just needs to be a good sturdy fabric that you put it on. If it's a real stretchy vinyl, if they're not stable or fabric-backed vinyls, it really has it may also crack. It can't stretch like bubble gum, obviously. But if you want to give it a try tonight, I encourage you to log on to our website at heirloomtraditionspaint.com. Those discounts will be taken right in the cart at this moment. Again, we are just trying to get people to try and use the product and experience it for themselves, and we hope you love it. So we're also talking about Relove. We're talking about our all-leather product that we put on top of the Finish All product. Simply after we did the repair on the vinyl, we put this over the top, and that's going to allow us to use our leather product on a vinyl even. So I wanted to give this mottled effect, and you can see I did that here. It's a little red for me now. I'm going to go back over it with the chestnut brown, so that's going to give me kind of a hybrid brown red with a little undertone, so it looks good with this chair. So when we're done, they'll look good in the same room together. I hope you have someone who has answered the question. Can you see anybody who's answering the question?
Melissa's been on. She's been on answering when she can.
Has she picked a winner for us? You can't tell. Well, we are not going to announce the winner. I will let Melissa announce the winner. She's probably seeing right now someone who's answered the question. She's not in the room with us. It's her anniversary, so happy anniversary to Brian and Melissa Osborne. I know they've been married a whole lot of years, and I can't remember what she said, but anyway, I hope you have had a great one. Their son is playing ball tonight, so they're getting a great experience. So anyway, we I wanted to be sure and remind you, she's also posting the link tonight to join in to our contest that we have announced. Actually, in February of last year, we announced, or of this year, that we were having a contest for a cruise. Well, we didn't have many people enter, and kind of thought that maybe people don't really want to travel that much or go overseas. So we're kind of rethinking that a bit. If you want to go on the cruise, you can go. It's a cruise for 2. We're paying your airfare as well as a cruise, and we're going to get you there. It's a European cruise, and it's down the Amalfi Coast. So we're going to let you tell us. We have a list of different travel dates to the winter, and you are going to be able to take someone you love on the cruise with you. So enter in tonight. She should be posting that link. You can go onto our website and see that link also. You'll have the opportunity, if you are the winner, to choose cash or paint products or the cruise. It's up to you. So we kind of reformulated it a bit, and we're going to give that away on January the 1st. So New Year's Day, we'll be announcing that winner. Again, we've extended the winner. Everybody who had already entered, that group of folks, we sent you out an email and told you about it, and you are already entered to win. So you don't have to do anything. Just sit tight, and we'll announce that winner. Just give us a chance to get the word out there that we've changed it just a bit. So again, we thank you for being with us tonight, and happy Halloween to you. Hope you've had a great one, and we look forward to seeing you very soon again. Thank you.